What's happening today, guys? We're going to go through some negative beliefs about dyslexia. And I really want you to look through these and really see, okay, am I resonating with this? Is this something I believe or something that I know, someone who I know closely believes this? And I kind of walks you through a little process how to get rid of it. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy the value that I'm adding today. Anyway, please just share, please comment, please tell people about this, please subscribe, because the more people listen to this, the better it is. Hope you enjoy today's episode. So the big question is this: how can dyslexics like us create a place, a community, a tribe where people at any stage of life can come and solve any challenge, amplify their strengths, and ultimately help them become who they were meant to be? Or in other words, conquer their dyslexia. That is the question, and this show is the answer. My name's Theo Goff, and welcome to the Conquering Dyslexia podcast. I hope we're doing good. Today I want to have a little conversation about us, and I want to get a little, maybe serious conversation, because yesterday what I spoke about was about what's holding you back, about the fears that might be holding you back, the fears of what happens if people find out, what happens if people make fun of me, what happens if I fail, and these fears dictate how we act in the moment. But oftentimes, because how we act in the moment, if we act the same moment for moment, the moments stack up, and and all these moments stack up into, okay, this is our reality, this is our identity, this is who we are. And today I want to go kind of flip through the other side of that coin. So not really focus on our fears or what we're trying to avoid. I want to focus a bit on maybe our beliefs, and this is as dyslexics. This is what we believe as dyslexics. And if you listen to me, if you know what I say, you would know the worst thing about dyslexia, this is true, is not like the dyslexia itself, the reading, the writing challenges, it's how it makes you feel, and specifically what you believe about it, because that's ultimately limitations. Because if you have two people going through the same situation, one person has negative beliefs about themselves about dyslexia, other person has positive beliefs about themselves about dyslexia, the people can be going through just as much struggle, but the person with the positive beliefs will be going through it so much, be able to be resilient, be able to go through it, be able to take more from it, learn more from it, and not having it emotionally affect them as much, not affect their abilities and moving forward in life. So today I have a conversation with us about the fears. The fears of us, not fears, beliefs of us having dyslexia. Now, how I sort of look at this, this really, really cool story I want to share with you, is that there was a story that really summarized, okay, what is basically this weird, it's about heaven and hell, but I think it relates to this. And I don't, religiously, not religious or whatever, my belief is, I'm not religious, I just like believing all spiritual stuff, but heaven and hell. And I describe heaven, I seen a video and this is so true. Okay, so hell is this. Hell is having all these people surrounded, in a big circle, and in the middle, in the middle of the circle, basically there's a big gap, and in the middle there's a pot. There's a pot of soup, of nice steaming hot soup, and all these people have to drink the soup. Is these 10-foot long, I think 12 foot, more than that, it's big spoons, these big giant spoons that are hard to hold, and basically they have to leverage it out and put it in the soup, scoop it up, because they have to stand quite far away, and then the trouble is, none of them can drink the soup. Why can't they drink the soup? Because it's too long of a spoon. They can't reach it like that and go in their mouth. And they get frustrated. They get hungry. They start blaming everyone else. They start blaming the spoon. They start sabotaging other people who might be close to it. And they're just resentful and they hate everything. That's hell. Heaven is where there's a pot of soup in the middle and there's a hole, there's a big gap dividing the people from the soup. And these people have 12-foot spoons, big wooden spoons. And yet they're supposed to put the spoons in and drink the soup, and so they can eat and so they can get warm. But here's the thing. Here's the difference that's changed heaven from being hell. The people in heaven don't use the 12-foot long spoons to drink the soup themselves. They start giving it to other people, the people around them, to drink the soup, to be able to get food. So it's not about helping yourself, it's about going around and helping other people. And I sort of think that to me, like, you know what I mean, you can be in the same sort of situations, but how you act in situations, what beliefs you have in situations determine the quality of the situation. I mean, I feel it's so true and so critical, because I remember growing up having a lot of help and a lot of support and not improving and believing that there's no way in how I can learn English. I cannot improve English. I remember believing that I was a shy kid, that I couldn't be confident. I remember believing that I couldn't be in a job that involved, I should be in a job that involves the most least reading and writing possible. But guess what now? I work in a school, for God's sake. Because think about that, I work in a school, and that involves a lot of reading and writing. Am I good at it? No. But have I let my dyslexia stop me? No. However, before in the past, I used to believe that it did. I used to believe that I couldn't do that. And these beliefs are so powerful. They control what we do. Because I want to give us a little bit of saying, look, a belief is just an opinion about ourselves. And beliefs control our actions so much. Whether we have these challenges in our life, it's our beliefs about what we think is true. It's the stories we tell ourselves. It's the labels we put on ourselves that are controlling our actions dramatically. Because let's look at this. Like, a belief is just a feeling of certainty about something, isn't it? It's a belief, a feeling of certainty about something. But let's look back. Okay, why do we have beliefs? We have beliefs. How are they formed? They're formed because of the past. And they're a feeling of certainty, but they're formed because of the past. But basically, we look back in the past, we have an experience, and we create a certain meaning from that experience or reference point. And from that reference point, create a belief. And how strong a belief is a tandem to basically how many reference points we have for believing that. For example, when we believe we're stupid, we don't just have one reference point, one memory we can go back to thinking, okay, that's why I'm stupid, that's why I'm stupid, that's why I'm stupid. We have a dozen or so of things that maybe not think about consciously, but subconsciously we can think about one really vivid moment where we really feel stupid, or something that we made some stupid comment in class, or something like that. And that's how our beliefs unfold. And this can happen in the negative way, stupid, dumb, whatever, or the positive way, like believing that I'm strong, like believing that I'm fit, I'm confident, I'm good looking. And just you need reference point to back that up. But here's the thing. People can create these beliefs and then look for reference points about how to back it up, but not really find it. And basically, sort of lie about it. They look for things and saying, okay, am I dumb? And they look for situations where they weren't actually being dumb, they're just calling themselves dumb. But actually, being dyslexic is not when you're dumb, not when you're stupid, you just act differently than everyone else. So basically, I want us to really think about this. Because this video will be a good little training, I think, about it, because I wrote some stuff down I feel will be really valuable for you. Is that there's two sort of sets of beliefs that we have. There is internal beliefs and there's external beliefs. Like, another way of saying this, there's beliefs about ourselves, about our identity, and beliefs about the world. And these two beliefs can also limit us massively, or help us loads. And so I wrote a couple down in the two little sections to do this. And basically the reason why I'm doing it, I've been working really on the book and trying to make things clear and precise. So, the inside world, people believe that they're stupid. People believe that dyslexia stops them. People believe that they're a victim because they're dyslexia. People believe they have a learning disability. And by the way, guys, dyslexia is not a learning disability. Yes, it is classed by that in certain places. But if you look at the term learning disability and look at the term dyslexia, they are two completely different things. Learning disability means you can't learn. It means you can't learn certain things. There's some skills you cannot do, and that is proven false by dyslexia. Dyslexia, you can learn skills with the right method. So it is not a learning disability. And a lot of people sometimes believe when they have dyslexia is that a lot of juvenile delinquents, a lot of people in the juvenile detention centres, they are dyslexic. Very, very high proportion of them are dyslexic, and it's really scary to see, because in some cultures there's this sort of saying, oh well, if my son's dyslexic, there's a chance that he'll grow up to go to prison. Or you may think it yourself, you may hear about the negative stats, saying, well, this is me, I'm going to grow up and go to prison, go up and do these horrible things and live this sort of lifestyle. But it's not true. You don't have to live that lifestyle. You don't have to grow up being that thing. Your destiny is not is not there, but you believe it. Even if you believe it. And I'm saying these, and as I'm saying these, I want us really to resonate with ourselves, thinking, do I believe this? Have I acted in a way for this to be true? And when we say, oh yes, I have acted in a way for this to be true. Say, okay, I've got to get rid of it. I've got to change it up. I've got to do new things to get rid of this belief. And basically the way you get rid of like one of these beliefs is you look at it and then you create references for reasons why it's not true. For example, oh, I believe that I'm stupid. So saying, okay, this isn't really true. Like, and you start looking for other reasons. Well, I'm really good at visualization. I'm quite good at talking to people one-to-one. And really realizing, look, there's 7 different types of intelligence. I'm just not good at 1, 2 of them. But there's other 2 I'm really good at. So you start looking from that point of view, and from the point of view, look, I'm not intelligent in terms of doing this, maybe academical stuff, but I am intelligent in terms of these other areas of life. And really lean towards those and focus on those. And then maybe saying, well, it's a good thing I'm not good at my, academical stuff, because it makes me stronger, it makes me think out of the box, it makes me have these gifts. And because if more people are really focused on academia stuff, I can focus on these other areas, I can be good at that and be able to add massive value in these other areas of like intelligence that people wouldn't have. So you can flip it around, so you have to come up with a different alternative, okay? So here are some internal beliefs I said. Now, let's look at some external beliefs about the world. And like, beliefs about the world is like, no one understands me. Believing that no one understands me, no one understands my difficulty I'm going through, no one understands the challenges that I'm having. Is that really true? Is there no one in this whole world that understands what you're going through? You mean 20% of our whole world's population are dyslexic? That's like almost 1 million people. People are dyslexic, have a dyslexic mind. They are not all diagnosed as dyslexia, but they've got a dyslexic mind, dyslexic way of thinking. You don't think one of those billion people have the same challenges as you have. You're damn sure a large number of people have the same challenges you have. So often as people around you are having the same challenges that you are having, you just don't notice it. Because so often we look for the people that are doing good, look for people that are doing better than us, and judge ourselves by them. And sometimes people like no one understands us. And like sometimes another belief about the world is that like there's no help out there for me. There's no help out there for a dyslexic person like me. That is so not true. That's so not true. Why do I know this? Because I've just looked. I'm searching for all the help out there, and there is a hell of a lot of it. But here's the thing. No matter how much help is out there, none of it will help you until you're willing to help yourself. It doesn't matter what you have. What only matters is what you do with what you have that counts. It's so true, something that I've learned. I had the best help and support, but yeah, I didn't improve that much. Because I didn't do a lot with what I have. But once I had so much less help, but I decided to do more of what I had, which by the way was a lot because I had myself, I could learn, I could do things, I could grow, I could like progress in that. So like, and also another one is that these people believe that they want to wait for the world to change. They want to wait for situation change, wait for these laws to get in. If you think, oh, if their things change, if the government's change, if they have this legislation, if they treat these people dyslexics like this, then I can get a job, then I can do it. That's absolute rubbish. I won't get angry and I swear, to be honest. But that's so rubbish. That's not true at all. That is a story you're telling yourself. That's an excuse. And if you're watching this, if you're being frank with yourself, you know it. Because other people in the same situations and you in a hell of a lot worse make a way through, make a way to get a job, make a way to do this. Maybe you had 1 or 2 bad experiences and that's fine. But the whole world isn't like that. Another world belief is that everyone discriminates against me because I'm dyslexic. That's bull as well. Because, look, there's 2 things with that. Firstly, people are uneducated. People don't understand. And because they don't understand something, because they're uneducated in it, then they have assumptions. And I believe it's your job as dyslexic, as a dyslexic advocate, if you're watching this, if you're into it, if you want to help spread the word, to help educate the ignorant people that don't know about dyslexia. And it's not their fault they're ignorant, is it? You mean like, okay, think about this. Now I know some of the topics people are like, oh, this is weird, but I'm just saying what I think. Is that basically, okay, look at people there like who are gay, who are homosexual. Got nothing against them. But think about, okay, let's say, you mean 50 years ago, how many people would be against gays and like homosexuals and lesbians, all that? A hell of a lot of percentage more would be, you mean, opposed and against that compared to now. And is it because we got completely different people? No, because the education system has changed. You know what I mean? The education system, not just in the school, and the education system in terms of the culture of education system. Does that make sense? So, for example, people don't understand.
Saying up here is
Culture they're going up with. Okay. So I feel that's really, really, really valuable to understand. So, finally, guys, I want to sort of like say that look, our beliefs, like if you resonate with this, please look in further because all these beliefs are false. All of them are false. And you may have a belief that's kind of like one of these beliefs because these are like big staple beliefs. Believing that I'm dumb, believing that I'm stupid, believing that I can't learn, believing that you mean I'll go in prison, believing I've got learning disability, believing I'm a victim of dyslexia, which you're not. You're only a victim of dyslexia if you choose to be. But I want you to understand, okay, these are beliefs that are controlling our lives because we think they're fact when they're not. They're just an opinion about ourselves because we looked in the past and we saw certain experiences that happened and we created a meaning for that, and that meaning became a reference point of like why we act in a certain way or why we believe a certain way. But really realize what's holding us back is that. It's not the truth. The truth is you're limitless. The truth is you're dyslexic. The truth is what dyslexia means is you're just differently wired to do different things. Anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed today's episode and want to add some extra value in here. If you want, on the 15th, 16th, 17th of February, I'm holding a completely free Dyslexic Summit. 15 of the amazing people there are doing really incredible, really cool stuff. I'd really recommend you turn up completely free. There's a link down below. Go to Conquering Dyslexia, conqueringdyslexia.net/summit, completely free sign up. And I look forward to seeing you there. Anyway, guys, see you tomorrow.